What is an invoice? An invoice is a commercial document sent by a seller to a customer. In simple words, it's a bill that requests payment from the customer for goods or services delivered. It also includes important details like invoice number, date of issue, customer and business information, tax details, due date for payment. Let's see how create an invoice in Zoho Books.
Today we are going to create an invoice in two methods. First one is we are going to create a new invoice for a customer. Other one is we are going to convert a quotation into an invoice. Let's see how to create a new invoice. For creating a new invoice, you must enter into a sales tab over here. Once you enter, you can see the option clearly as invoices. For creating a new invoice, you must press the plus icon over here. For the customer's name, if the customer name is available already, you can choose it from here. If you want to create a new customer, you must use this option to create a new customer. Today I am going to use the customer name which is already available. Here you can see the invoice number. Here the invoice number is auto-populated. You can also manually enter the invoice number if you need it. For entering the invoice number manually, you can choose this option and enter it manually. Invoice date has been mentioned here as today's date. The due date can be mentioned. I'm going to mention the due date 15 days from today. The due date has been mentioned. For creating items, the items tab, you must press and there will be a list of items will be available. Today the customer asked me for a cricket bat. I'm going to choose a cricket bat. Here the quantity can be mentioned, the rate tool can be changed, discounts can be given. All this can be done in the item table. Here the shipping charges we can mention if the shipping charges is needed from your end. I'm going to mention the shipping charges of 50 rupees. It will be added in the total over here. TDS, TCS, if it is available, you can also mention it. If any adjustment is available, you can also mention it and the adjustments can be done over here. If the customer has paid you, you can use this option and mark it as paid. If the customer didn't pay that, you can leave this option as it is. I'm going to save our invoice. In the invoice tab, you can see the options here over here. Edit. We can edit the invoice if any edit is needed. And also using the send option, you can send through email or SMS. If you want to print the invoice, you can use this option and also you can download the invoice if it is needed. You can use the record payment option if the payment has been done. Today we are going to send the invoice to our mail ID. I'm going to use the option called send invoice. Once the option is chosen, it will be, if the customer give their mail ID, it will be automatically entered over here and we can easily send our invoice to our customer. I'm going to send it to the customer. And the invoice has been sent. You can see the option that the invoice has been changed into sent. You can also customize your templates and also you can edit your invoice templates if it is needed. And also after the invoice has been sent, if the payment has been done, you can use this option, record payment option, and mark the record payments, how the mode of record payments over here, and record the payment. The payment from the customer has been recorded. And also the option has been changed into paid. This is how we are creating a invoice for a customer in a direct way. We are going to see the second method. In the second method, we are going to convert a quotation into an invoice in a single step. How we can do it? Here the quotation is already made and sent to the customer. Once the customer accept it and approve it, we can convert this into an invoice. For doing that process, we are using this option, convert to invoice. Once you press that, the quotation can be converted into an invoice. We can make any changes if it is needed. Either way, if there is no changes have to be made, you can save this. Once you have saved, the quotation will be converted here into an invoice in a draft state. If you want to send this to your customer, you can send the invoice. Send to the customer. Here the invoice has been sent. If the payment has been made, you can use this option to record the payment. In this video, we have seen how we can create invoices in two ways. How you want to create a new invoice and also how we can convert a quotation into an invoice.
For reference, check our consultancy of CloudMumma. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe for more business tips.